Hello dear friends, welcome for a video class. It is Geography 14 chapter Humidity. In the last class we have discussed about the evaporation and condensation forms of condensation, clouds, dew, frost, fog and mist. Today we will discuss about the precipitation. What is precipitation? So precipitation is defined as water in liquid or solid form falling to the earth. It can be termed as deposition of atmospheric moisture and is the most important phase of hydrologic cycle. It is another name of water cycle. So don't confuse what it is. Atmospheric moisture may be precipitated either in solid or liquid state, like hail, snow, sleet, rain and drizzle are the common forms of precipitation. What is the process of precipitation? Process of precipitation. So as we know that the only process bringing about the cloudy condition and resultant precipitation from extension air masses is the adiabatic cooling. Adiabatic cooling means a temperature where it is not increasing, not as stable temperature, stable. Cooling. However, at the same time, condensation is not followed by the precipitation all the time. Only when the cool droplets, ice pellets or ice crystals grow to such a large size as to overcome the normal buoyancy precipitation occur. They are not able to stay in the atmosphere. Weight increase due to gravity, they will come close to the Earth's surface. What are the conditions? Process. Now conditions about the precipitation. So first one, the air must be saturated, means humidity should be humidity should be 100%. It is saturated. The temperature at which condensation take place must be present. Not very high temperature, means exact temperature. The air must contain small particles of matter such as dust around which droplets form. The air must be cooled below its dew point. What are the forms of precipitation? It is rain, snow, and last one is hail. Rain is droplets, snow is lightweight but not very solid crystals of water, but these are solid crystals of water. 0 point diameter cm to 5 cm in diameter, which is the size of these hails, very dangerous for, and brought by cumulonimbus clouds. Next we will talk about the type of rainfall. One rainfall is precipitation. There are 3 types of rainfall. First one is convectional rainfall, orographic. Third one is cyclonic rainfall. So first one we will talk about the convectional rainfall. Convectional rainfall is caused by the process of convection. the two factors necessary to cause this type of precipitation are intense heating of the surface and abundant supply of moisture, excess moisture needed. Due to the intense heating of the surface layer gets heated and expands and rises up convectionally, holding moisture. It is thereby cooled adiabatically and its temperature falls below the dew point, thereby forming clouds. The resultant clouds are of cumulonimbus type, which give heavy rain. This type of rain mostly occurs in the equatorial zone. Equatorial zone 8 degree north to 8 degree south. It is the range of convectional rainfall in both the hemispheres, which explains the direct rays of the sun almost throughout the year. Which are the characteristic features of this rainfall? So this type of rainfall daily occurs in 4 o'clock in the afternoon. It is always torrential, accompanied by lightning and thundering. Thunderstorms can occur whenever land surface become greatly heated. Thunderstorms are caused by the rapid expansion and contraction of the air. The electrical discharge. Lightning produces intense heat which causes air to expand or rise upward, creating a low pressure. The air from surrounding high pressure. The region rusts in and the cooling takes place this contact. Next, orographic on the mountain areas. There are two parts I said. From where the winds are coming, ocean to land. It is windward side, which is behind the mountain, is leeward side or rain shadow area. These are rainberry winds are trapped, gathered by this side of windward side of the mountain. So it is known as orographic rainfall. When moisture-laden winds are unable to cross the mountain towards this side, they are forced to rise along it. They cool adiabatically, and if sufficient water vapor is present, rain occur on the windward side, rise and will again fall here. The Greek word orographic, which means mountain, mountainous rainfall. Last one is the features of this. That is the feature when the moisture-laden winds rise up along with windward side, getting rainfall, windward side remain dry or getting very less rainfall. Indian Western Ghat is the example of this orographic type of rainfall. North, south, east, west. Western Ghats are getting rainfall by the southwest monsoon winds originating in the Arabian Sea, crossing. But here the ranges of Nilgiri hills are not allowing these winds to rain on the eastern coast of India. So Tamil Nadu remains dry. It is getting rainfall in winter. But whole India is getting rainfall in summer by southwest monsoon winds. It is an example of orographic rainfall. Next one is the third one, cyclonic rainfall. Depressions or cyclones rain occur when the mass of warm air meets the mass of cool air. The warm air is forced up above the cooler air as it is lighter. Condensation takes place and clouds are formed followed by rain. There is a condition. Low pressure, it is high pressure, and it is outside low pressure. In the tropical cyclone, the rainfall is often very heavy but lasts only a few hours in temperature depressions. It is much lighter but lasts for many days. Cyclonic rain is common throughout the doldrum, east equatorial region of clouds. Base number, open, air and winds, there is given on page number It is taught air and pressure winds. There is given figure number 13.4. What is roll drum? It is fired to north to fired to the south. This is known as roll drum. There it is possible, or in the equatorial low pressure belt. Which are the characteristics? This rain is usually in the form of a drizzle. It occurs when warm front meet the cool fronts. Winter rainfall in northwest India is a typical example of cyclone rainfall. In the northwest India, in the month of Haryana, Punjab and western Uttar Pradesh, getting rainfall in the winter by the westerly depressions, Mediterranean Sea. Next we will talk about the factor affecting the distribution of rainfall. There are three factors. First one is latitude, second one is distance from the sea or availability of the sea or water bodies, oceans, and third one is mountain barriers. First we talk about the latitude. As discussed earlier, the adiabatic cooling of air masses is the main factor responsible for the rain in the world, since equatorial belt of calm or doldrum represent the convergence of zone of north and south trade winds. The latitude's belt of maximum precipitation is found between equatorial zone 80 north to 80 south. In the doldrum region, the trade winds convergence zone moves north or south of equator. This shifting of the trade winds causes winter rain in Mediterranean region in Europe. Another example is since the trade winds blow from north east to southwest. They set maximum moisture on the eastern margin of the continent and western margins remains dry. Any margin, here it is ocean. And here it is land masses. So it will get rain, but it will remain, this coast will remain dry. It is going to be with land, there is no moisture means no rain. So it will remain dry. Continent and ocean, what is the role of continents and oceans? The arrangement of land and water on Earth's surface is affected by the distribution of precipitation. 71% Earth's surface is covered with water and 29%. We have 71% land and 29% soil. Water and 29% land. And this 19% rain is received on the land and 81% is received at ocean. So fresh water sources we have very less. We have only 19% precipitation to feed 700 and above crore people of the world. It's a task. Very less rainfall we are getting every year. Places which are located away from the sea is the interior receive less rainfall than the coastal areas. Next one is the mountain barriers. Mountain barrier plays a great role in world distribution of precipitation. They cause orographic rainfall. Their moisture laden winds are forced to rise along with the windward side of the mountain. As they ascend, conditions occur and precipitation also occur. On the leeward side, there is very little rain. Leeward side, behind the mountain. Behind the mountain is the leeward side. In last week I taught you very good role played by the mountain Himalaya for India. It is the barrier for very chill winds coming from the Siberia blizzard. Stopped, checked by these mountain ranges, and also not allowing these ranges to south of the ocean to cross this area to precipitate on another place. It is very good for India. For example, the summer monsoon in India India proceed by heavy rainfall on the southern slopes of Himalaya. On the other hand, the Himalayas do not allow these rain-bearing winds to pass through, and India getting very good rainfall. So I hope this is completed. Now you will write down all the questions I have given. So write and learn. Thank you, class.